Pope Francis acknowledges the sex abuse scandals rocking the church are driving Catholics away.
Li indignano gli scandali sessuali ed economici.
The Holy Father made the admission while speaking to young people in Estonia, one of the world's least religious countries. Francis says he's aware the church must change its ways. Vatican correspondent Juliet Lindley joins us from Rome. Juliet, on this fourth and final day of his trip to the Baltic states, the Pope tackled the clergy sex abuse scandal head on. And it coincided with a report on sex abuse and cover-up in the German church. What did he say the church as a whole needs to do?
Lauren, Francis said he knows many young people feel misunderstood by the church, and they don't believe that it has anything to offer them. He was addressing Lutheran, Catholic, and Orthodox young people in the Estonian capital, Tallinn, this morning. He added he was very much aware young people are upset by sexual and economic scandals that, quote, don't meet with clear condemnation. The Holy Father said the Church wants to respond to those failings with transparency and truthfulness, saying, quote, we need to be converted. We have to realize that in order to stand by your side, we need to change many situations that have put you off.
The goal of this pilgrimage to 3 former Soviet countries was to encourage the faithful. How successful was the visit?
Lawrence, certainly judging from the warm welcome he received in all 3 nations, the trip had a positive impact. The Lithuanians are strongly Catholic, as we know, and his visit to the Marian Shrine, dedicated to the Mother of Mercy in the capital Vilnius, was a highlight for faithful in the country. The theme for that leg of the papal trip was Jesus Christ, our hope. And there was a palpable sense of faith and adoration. Latvians, who are mainly Lutheran, also showed the great enthusiasm to the Holy Father. And today in Estonia, despite the country being largely non-religious, as we know, people showed great respect for the Holy Father. Although 50 years of brutal state-sponsored atheism under Soviet rule left its mark, Pope Francis recalled how the country was once known as Terra Mariana, the land of Mary, and he also chose to warn young people not to let technology jeopardize their personal relations and their cultural roots.
Tomorrow the Pope is back at the Vatican. Will he be addressing any of these issues?
Lauren, tomorrow the Holy Father will hold his usual Wednesday meeting with pilgrims, at which we can expect him to give his appraisal of this trip. Later in the week, he's due to meet the bishops of England and Wales for their visit to Rome. We're also waiting for the Holy Father to meet with Cardinal Donald Wuerl of Washington, D.C. about his resignation that he submitted 2 years ago when he turned 75. The meeting comes after the fallout, Lauren, from the Pennsylvania grand jury report.
Juliet Lindley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican correspondent, thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.